Top 5 law of attraction mistakes that are made most common and how to fix them. Stay tuned. What's going on, everyone? My name is Juan Garcia and welcome back to another video. The topic of this video is 5 law of attraction mistakes that I see people make all the time. And it's very important to avoid these mistakes because it's really going to mess up your manifestation process, if not stall it out completely. So let's jump right into it. So step number 1, the first thing that people do the most, when it comes to law of attraction, is they become too attached to the process, right? So for example, let's say you have a money goal, right? You have a money goal and let's say you need to pay your rent by the 30th and it's the 15th, right? You're over here praying to God, please, I need this money right now. I need to pay my rent, I need to pay my car, I need to pay my bills. And what you're doing there is you're operating from a state of lack. You're basically telling the universe, I don't have money, so I need it right now. And if you're operating from a place of lack, the universe by law will reflect that lack right back to you. Hence, if you're in a broke state, you will remain broke. So in other words, what this means is just let go, detach. Completely detach yourself from what is happening. Because what you're doing is you are saying, I don't have it, so I need it now, please. I don't have it, so I need it now, please. The law of attraction doesn't work that way. You have to already feel that you have it. You have to already know that you have it. You have to be able to see that you have it. And once you have internalized all these things into your subconscious mind and you start feeling that you have it already, you start giving gratitude for it, it's only a matter of time before you have it. So number 1 is letting go completely, right? Number 2 is you are too controlling of the process. And this is a big one, big one. And what I mean by this specifically is you're too in control of how it's going to happen. And that's a huge mistake. So let's say you want to earn a certain amount of money. You want to earn $100,000. And you're trying to force it. This is how it's going to happen. I'm going to do it through my network marketing company. Or I'm going to do it through a real estate. I'm going to do it this way. And it has to happen this way. No. You are controlling how it's going to happen. And if you're controlling how it's going to happen, you're adding resistance, right? You ever heard that term, let go and let God? So what you're doing here is you're adding a massive amount of resistance. When it comes to the law of attraction, it can come to you millions and thousands of types of ways that you probably never even imagined. I know it's happened to me a lot. And so what I suggest you do here in this specific situation is just let go of all possibilities, right? Still work in your company, still provide service. But if that's not the way that it's gonna happen, just relax. It will happen through another way, it will happen through another medium. You just have to stop trying to control the process. I see this most common with network marketers, with people in sales, real estate, etc. Because they're like, oh, I have a specific goal I need to meet, but I need to call this amount of people, I need to make this amount of sales, I need to close this amount of clients. And it's not something that you should be worried about. The only thing you should be worried about is what you want. When you have a clear picture and understanding of what it is that you want, the universe will bring you the right people, the right events, the right timing, and the right circumstances in order for you to manifest whatever it is that you want. So number 2, stop trying to control how it's going to happen. That's not your job. What is your job is to control what you want. And number 3 is a very simple one, but it's very common. You just quit too soon. People just quit too soon. There's this false perception that the law of attraction is like magic, and it's really not. Although sometimes it might work like magic, it feels like it, right? But it's not. It's not. It takes a process. It takes a process. And like you've heard me say here many times, there's something called the law of gender. And the law of gender decrees that all seeds have a gestation or incubation period. What that means is that everything worthwhile will take a process. For a carrot, it takes approximately 70 days, right? For an apple, approximately 120 days. For a baby, approximately 9 months. Everything worthwhile will take a process. So a goal is nothing but a spiritual seed. A goal is a spiritual seed because once you have that idea here and you start desiring it, you're sending it out, you're planting it into the universe. And since a goal is a spiritual seed, nobody knows the gestation period for a spiritual seed. Nobody knows that. I don't know it, you don't know it, nobody knows that. It could take a long time, could take a short amount of time. Nobody knows that. And people see that there's no results, nothing's happening, and they quit too soon. That is a huge, huge, huge mistake to make. So number 3, people quit too soon when nothing is happening, when nothing is working. But in reality, think of it this way, right? Say you planted a carrot, and say after 10 days nothing happens, you don't see nothing coming out of earth. Are you just gonna quit? Are you just gonna stop watering it? Are you just gonna let it go because nothing's happening? No, absolutely not. So a spiritual seed is the exact same way. Just because nothing is happening now does not mean you should stop. Not at all. As a matter of fact, if you have a burning desire for that you wish, you're not gonna stop anyway because you're gonna get it no matter what, right? So number 3, don't quit too soon. Number 4 is there's not enough autosuggestion. You're not autosuggesting enough. And autosuggestion is a term used in the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And that autosuggestion is basically self-suggestion. Now there are many forms of autosuggestion, right? There's visualization, there's writing your affirmations, there's reading your affirmations, etc. But at the end of the day, you're not auto-suggesting to your subconscious mind what it is that you want. Because if you think about it, we have 2 parts to our mind, a conscious and a subconscious. The subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of the results that we're getting in life. And if something is not happening, it's because you are not programming that subconscious mind to attract what it is that you want. You're not programming it to attract what it is that you want. And if you're gonna have any success here, you have to start telling yourself a different story. You have to start reprogramming your subconscious mind to attracting what you want. Living in a healthier body, more money, more success, happier, whatever it is. Whatever it is. You're literally the director of your own movie. And this movie is called life. If you don't like the script of how you've been living it up till this day, you're the director. You can change the script. Change the script. Rewrite your script. Right? I'm so happy and grateful now that I earn $20,000 a month. I'm so happy and grateful now that I live in a healthy body. I am so happy and grateful now that I am the best at what I do in my company. Whatever it is that you want, auto-suggest yourself. Start reading these affirmations every single day. Start repeating them every single day in the morning and at night. Carry a goal card and read it as often as possible, right? Even record your affirmations and listen to them. Sit down and visualize as if you are already living the desired result that you want to live. So auto-suggestion, do this every single day. It's very important. It's very, very important. If anything is going to manifest in your life, you have to be consciously aware of it. And one big way of being consciously aware of it is through autosuggestion. So number 4 is autosuggestion. And last but not least, number 5 is they set the wrong goal. They just simply set the wrong goal. Either they don't know how to set goals or they cut themselves short, right? So one of the biggest mistakes here in doing this is you don't have a crystal clearly defined goal. You don't have a clearly defined goal. And what I mean by that, let's say you can ask anyone, say, what's your goal? I want to earn a lot of money. Okay. You want to earn a lot of money relative to what? Because there's no such thing as a lot of money. To me, $1 million might be a lot of money. To you, $300 billion might be a lot of money, right? It's only relative to what you compare it to. So you have to be crystal clear. If you want to earn a lot of money, how much do you want to earn? Do you want to earn it weekly? Do you want to earn it monthly? Do you want to earn it annually? Be very, very specific what you want. If you want a car, what kind of car do you want? What color? What model? What year? Right? If you want to have a healthy body, what specifically do you want healthy? If you want to be happier, what do you want? Do you want a better relationship? Do you want better results in your life? Do you want to just enjoy your hobbies and passions more? Be very, very specific. Very, very specific. Basically, it has to be specific enough that if I can read it on a goal card and I'm in there, if I'm in your visualization just by reading your goal card, that's specific. So be very, very specific here, right? The next one is that, we're still on number 5 here, is that they focus on too many things at the same time, right? And it's natural to desire a lot of things. But when you're manifesting one specific thing, you have to put all your focus and energy and attention to that one specific thing. I've mentioned this example a couple times. Imagine you're getting in a car, right? And you're going 12 different directions. So you go straight and then you turn and then you turn again and then you go straight and then you turn left and then you turn right. You're going to several different places at the same time. You cannot do that. If you do that, you end up going nowhere at the end, right? So manifesting is the exact same way. If you're over here and you're desiring something, but you're desiring 12 other things equally at the same time, forget about it. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing is gonna manifest because you can focus on 1 or 2 things at a time, maximum 2, but 1 thing at a time. The only instance I would allow 2 things at a time is if they are in harmony with one another. If they're in harmony, if they work together, if they go hand in hand, good. But I personally recommend 1 at a time. 1 at a time. 1 at a time, and then block out every other distraction. If you have a distraction, you start thinking about something else, block it out immediately and start focusing on what you really want, the one thing that you desire most. Now that doesn't mean that you can't have other goals. It just means that once you've achieved that one specific goal first, you move on to the next. And once you've done that, you move on to the next. You can have all these things, but 1 at a time. 1 at a time. Because like I said, you don't get in a car and you don't drive 12 different places. You don't manifest and you don't desire 12 different things at the same time. It's just not gonna happen like that, right? And then lastly, they settle. People settle for what they think they can have versus what they really, really want. Now we have a conscious mind, like I mentioned, and we have a subconscious. The conscious mind gives us the ability to pick and choose what we want. This is the part of our mind where we can absolutely pick and choose anything we want. So make a conscious decision. What do I really, really want? Not what I think I can have, but what do I really, really want? When you figure out this is what I really, really want, you go for it. Don't let your conscious mind talk you out of you can't have it. Doesn't matter if it's $1 billion goal. Doesn't matter if it's $1,000 goal. Do not let your mind talk you out of what you really, really want. Pick what you really, really want and go for it. So friends, just to recap, number 1 was the attachment. You have to let go. Number 2 is stop trying to control how it's going to happen. The how is not your job. What you want is your job. So disconnect from how it's going to happen. Let go and let God do its thing. Number 3, don't quit too soon. It's vitally important. Do not quit too soon. If you wouldn't quit too soon watering a plant because it's not growing in a week, you're not going to quit too soon because your manifestation is not happening like that. Give it some time. It's going to go through a process. The next one is autosuggestion. Auto-suggest to yourself every single day what it is that you want. Visualize it. Write it on a piece of paper. Repeat it to yourself. Listen to your recordings. Whatever it is, visualize it. Repeat it. Affirm it every single day. And lastly, set a proper goal. Know what you want clearly, have a crystal clear defined goal, right? And then focus on the one single goal, the one goal only. Block out every other desire or distraction that there is and just go for that one single thing. And then lastly, don't cut yourself short, right? If you really, really want something, go for it. Don't go for what you think you can have. Go for what you really, really want. I hope that provided some clarity for you guys. Hopefully you apply these things, and it's gonna save you years and years and years of frustration, of failure, like it did to me personally. Hopefully it's gonna help you guys. Hope you guys really take this into account and actually